Titanic, The Lost Treasure by R.W. Gates and Meredith Carson. Narrated by Sebastian, Gina Coyle, Judith Mcspadden, David Hale, Samantha Boffin, David Micklem, Michael David Axtell, Austin Rising, Jerrilee Geist, and Becky Parker.
The World Codex. Planet Poetry's mysterious failure as a literary publication in 1912 was purported to be the result of rumors accusing Sylvia Barrett, its co-editor, of attempting to capitalize on the tragic sinking of the RMS Titanic. However, immigration documents and draft registration cards from World War I have indicated that Herman Holmes, who against all odds survived the sinking of Titanic and rescued the poetry collected aboard the ship, was the son of H.H. Holmes. H.H. Holmes, America's first serial killer, and the infamous owner and operator of the murder castle in Chicago, had incredulous business dealings in the Boston area as well. Shortly before Planet Poetry was scheduled to be published, it is speculated that Herman Holmes confided in Sylvia Barrett regarding his estranged father's infamy. News of this would have resulted in scandal if it had been leaked to the public. This is currently the consensus as to why the project was shelved and subsequently lost for more than a century. The World Codex has unsuccessfully attempted, on several occasions, to authenticate the origins of some of the contents of Planet Poetry. The newspaper account of its pre-publication scrutiny has given credence to the original claim that there may have only been a baker's dozen printed shortly after the sinking of the RMS Titanic. Despite the fact that Planet Poetry never made it to publication in 1912, the World Codex has seized the opportunity to share this potentially history-changing and rare literary collection with you. The verisimilitude of its contents is for you to decide. R.W. Gates, CEO.
Sylvia Barrett Rebuffed. Etiquette versus Enterprise by Harriet Smith. It seems that Sylvia Barrett of Boston's high society may not profit from her latest social event and literary scheme. While Miss Barrett was touring the English countryside with her friend and mentor Belle Gardner, the two women apparently concocted a plan to capitalize on the hoopla surrounding the maiden voyage of the RMS Titanic. According to Miss Barrett's account, she and her co-editor, Robert Wolcott, organized the poetry contest in Southampton before boarding the ship. Leaflets were distributed to passengers, and an announcement of the competition was posted in the purser's office, offering a $100 first prize. Miss Barrett was quoted as saying, "I had no idea, nor any intention of profiting from the misfortune of others." Public backlash has created controversy concerning the idea of proceeding with plans to publish a commemorative edition celebrating the lives of those who were lost in last month's maritime tragedy. The attempt to capitalize on this carpe diem-inspired venture may now be perceived as a case of blurring the line between proper etiquette and free enterprise. The three dilettantes enjoyed first-class luxury passage aboard the RMS Titanic after collaborating on a clever publicity stunt to help sell many thousands of copies of a brand-new literary magazine slated to make its debut this month. The scheduled launching of Planet Poetry mirrors a poor reflection, and many agree may mock the tragic deaths of the victims of last month's disaster at sea. At an elite soiree, in an apparent effort to judge the public's reaction, Miss Barrett distributed a dozen or so copies of the magazine, which contained poetry written aboard Titanic. It was made known at that time that her friend and co-editor, Robert Wolcott, who helped facilitate the endeavor, tragically lost his life when Titanic struck the iceberg and succumbed to her wounds. That solemn fact alone seemed to create derision among her guests at the party. Thomas
Sample complete. Ready to continue?